Hello and welcome to the Voice of Art. In today's video I wanted to show you how to make a preset from start. So this is just the start screen of the Voice of Art where you have some paint moving around to your voice or whatever input you are giving it. You can use either a microphone or a audio interface. Whatever you choose in Windows will be used. So the Voice of Art really uses overlays a lot. So let's turn one on and show you what an overlay is. So an overlay is basically just an image that can have different shaders, and all the images will just be loaded from a folder in your in the root of this program, in the resources folder. You can just fill it with your own images, whatever you like. So let's just turn off the paint for now. And you can just cycle through all the images by pressing a button or going to the menu here and then to overlays, and you can set whatever image you want. So let's say we use this one. Now we can cycle through some shaders that I have. Oh, and you can also play videos here. It's one of the shaders as well. So I like this shader. Now let's make another overlayer. As you can see, it's just starting with the first image again. But from a different folder. They just have the same images in them, but you can use different ones if you want. So let's put this space image behind here and cycle through some shaders as well. So each overlayer has like separate shaders. You can just set whatever you want. It's a video again. So let's do the same thing here. Now we have a kind of nice tunnel effect going on with both of these. Besides the normal overlays, you also have 3D overlayers. So let's turn one on. So you can see these go into depth. There's several different ones available. I like this one, so let's go with this. Also here you can just cycle through all the images again. And you have different kind of shaders. It's the same ones as the normal overlays, minus a few that don't really work on this. And as you can see, some have like no transparency and some have more transparency. So let's go with this. Now you have like this nice tunnel effect going on. You can also make the texture scroll. So let's do this. As you can see, it's like now going into the void. And you can make it rotate. You can also make the front images move, but let's not do that with this. Well, let's just do it quickly. So here you can see it's like scrolling by, and if you press space then it stops moving again. So let's get something more interesting going on in the middle. I think here we go. So like these images in the middle, they are like moving towards you and reacting to your voice. If there's like well, since I'm using a microphone, it's reacting to my voice. But if there's like a higher volume, then you can see they are moving closer. But this is not very interesting, so let's go to the post-processing menu, and you can see there's a lot of options here. So let's make it rotate. There we go, that's more interesting. So while we're at it, at the post-processing, let's add some more stuff. Like some oversaturation. Now this is already looking more interesting. So let's just save it for now. Just press the hotkey and boom, it's saved. So this is definitely not done yet, but just to show you. So let's just open up another preset that I have here, like this one. And now we can just open up our own preset again. Very simple. Okay, let's continue. Maybe add some glow. Ah, that's too much. Let's see. Maybe one. Let's see what happens. I could choose a little bit more, I guess. 2. too much again. 1.4. This is getting somewhere. So let's see, we have a color filter. Well, this is interesting. You can cycle through colors. Oh, that's the wrong button. So as you can see, it uses the base color. So because turn it off again. That's the slow filter. Because the images that I'm using in the background are like black, red and blue. Like some color filters will have like more result than other ones. So let's see. This one is, I mean, purple is like in the middle between red and blue, so that one works pretty nice, I think. Now we got this nice cosmic void thing going on. Yeah, we have the rainbow, but I don't really like that here. So let's turn it off again. We have a color splitter, but I think that's a little bit too much, but I guess it could work if you like it. We have the cyberpunk filter, but it's not really for the void here. The drunk. This is like adding some more depth to it, I think. So let's keep this one on. And the trippy mode, well, that's a bit of overkill. Image bloom. This basically this uses like an image that you can put in yourself and adds that as a bloom effect and color. So if I turn off the color filter and the other glow effect, you can see better here. So this is like a rainbow effect from red, yellow, green, blue, and back to red again. But I don't think it's good here, but it's not terrible either. So let's go back to this. Let's just save it again. And that we already had this, the moving center, and you can make a grayscale if you want to make something depressive. There's also stuff like the camera looper. So here you go. This is like the main screen, and then you can like zoom out and it repeats whatever is in the middle. And there's like several different ones, so you can see here it's getting looped a lot, and here's only a little bit. But that's just, and you can zoom it, of course. And you can move the feed closer or further away, which also is like a kind of zoom effect. And you can make it rotate, but I don't have a hotkey for that yet at the moment. That's what I'm working on. So let's just turn it off for now. Okay, let's get some paint going on again. I like that. So this is a bit too much, but this is the free moving paint. You can also let it move in a pattern. So as you can see, it's like only going left and right now. High pitch makes it go left, low pitch makes it go right, or the other way around, I'm not sure actually. But there's also, you can choose options here. So right now it works by volume, but it's a little bit crazy because my microphone is pretty high. So here we go. It's a little bit slower already. You can also make it just always rotate. So let's try that out. So here you go, always rotating. But it's still like, the scaling is still activated by voice, so you still see some effect going on. So let's make them a little bit smaller here. That's good. Let's make it more. I put it to 9 here. I want them a little bit further out there for like some nice cosmic swirl. And you can also increase or decrease the tail craze. So as you see, it's like a little bit crazy at the moment, not too much, but let's just put it all the way down. So now it just follows the paint around, and let's just save it again. So now we have like a little bit of audio reactivity, but not too much, but you can see the paint moving like it's a frequency beat kind of thing. Okay, let's we can make this more interesting. So you can currently make up to 4 overlays. You can turn them on and off from hotkeys, but because I was running out of keys, you can only do their settings from the menu here. So if we go to overlay, you can also turn them on and off here, obviously. So let's get, I think the kaleidoscope will be interesting. I think image 7 should be the space thing, so let's see what happens. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, but it's kind of like overshading the rest now, so let's make this audio reactive. So just put it to volume here. You can also make it react to like high pitch, low pitch, high volume, silence. So now it will only show when I'm not speaking. Whoa! There you go. It disappears when I'm talking. This is also quite interesting, but let's put it to volume for now, make it simple. Here you can choose if it fully disappears, if it only disappears by 50%, or it only becomes visible for 50%. So let's go only 50% visible. So you see something happening in the background, but you're not quite sure what, but that's like kind of interesting, I think. Like, whoa! So this is like a nice extra touch to make it more mystical, cosmic, whatever. Let's save it again. If you want, you can also set a beats per minute here. I think it would be kind of weird for this, but let's just do it for now. So if you go to general, you can save 2 different beats per preset, and you can also use tap tempo if you want. So it's just I'm using BPM 1, so it's just gonna be a slow one, 60 BPM. So when I'm not sure why the color changed here. That's better. So if there's volume now, you can see it's also still disappearing and appearing now, based on the beats per minute. So it's like combining the volume and the beats per minute now. But it's only 50% visible, so that might have been a little bit tough to see. Let's just turn it to always on again. You can also make it switch the images automatically here. So you can put it on like a timer. You can make it a random timer, or you can make it reactive. If you put it to reactive, it will change the image whenever it's not visible. So if I have it on volume and I stop talking, it will change to the next image because it says next here. You can also make it go to random. So yeah, you can do some interesting stuff there for like an intro where there's like a drum, like, and every time in the silence it will like change the image. You can also activate it by timer or disable it by a timer. So if you want to activate it halfway through the song, you can do that here. And you can also set like the speeds here that I was showing earlier. So I'm just gonna say it again, and yeah, I think this is quite interesting background, and this should have been most of the options. You can turn them all on here. Oh yeah, you also for the rainbow, for example, you can also make it reactive. So only when there's like a really high pitch going on, it will start changing colors, something like that. So let's just do that quickly. High pitch on. And the microphone is turned up high again. So as you can see, it only changes based on input. and you can set all these frequencies yourself here. So as you can see, the high is like still quite low, so that's why it was still reacting to my voice when I was speaking normal. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all. So just gonna turn this one off again. Save it, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoy trying the Voice of Art yourself out later. See ya!